I'm sorry, but how do you know this kind of stuff? Is this
I'm a merchant. These are just logical conclusions. I mean, SaltMarsh has always had a history of what some people might call not so legal dealings, but it's just hearsaying on the streets.
Okay.
It is a smuggling town. I forgot that.
Yeah, it most certainly is. And you're talking to the wealthiest man in town and the biggest merchant.
I'm not the charismatic negotiator. It sounds like we're in business.
You know, I mean, if we happen to stumble upon some goods, you know, maybe outside of town, would you happen to know maybe anyone that might be interested? We've had a bit of a business partnership going on here. You know, you might be able to help us out. We might be able to help you out, my friend.
Well, you know, it's obviously I'm an upstanding citizen. I don't know. I trade in fish and spices, as you might know. If that is something you're interested in, then, you know, feel free to talk to me. Different goods, I do have my good friend Kester in town, who sells everything else, basically. And he does give good prices and doesn't ask too many questions.
And has this Kester been a good friend of yours for a long time, and man? Is he
Yeah, we have a pretty good business relationship. I help him out. I occasionally rent out ships for him, help him with his business.
Interesting. Okay. Well, yeah, no, that's fantastic information.
Again, he's gonna give you good deals.
Hey, no, I hear you, man. We're all upstanding citizens here. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. Where can I find this? What was it, Kester? You said?
He has his shop in the town center, and he gives you directions.
Okay.
Essentially, it's the general merchant in town.
Okay. Well, with concluding that, my man, I have one more question. Oh, actually, two more questions, because, you know, I'm thinking aloud here. One of those events you just recently held, we weren't here for, and I would like to attend again. You know, you're going to be hosting an event shortly. I mean, I wouldn't mind meeting some people.
I do have planned a winter solstice celebration in 3 weeks from now.
Okay.
It's going to be a fabulous event. I have invited 2 different famous bards from KO Land, and it's going to be fantastic.
Okay. Duly noted, right, lads? 3 weeks. Good time.
Everyone is going to attend.
Anyone in particular that, you know?
The whole town, essentially.
Okay,
Everyone who is anyone. There's going to be free food.
Free food? Oh! Don't tell me free ale.
Of course there's going to be free ale.
Oh, no.
My man. All right, 3 weeks. I would ask for your
3
number,
weeks,
but,
yeah.
you know, that's really not a thing around here.
Nope.
You have a bird or something. Something you could send my way somehow, you know, in 3 weeks' time.
I'll send one of my boys to remind you, but I'm
you
sure
could tweet it out, you know?
Yes. There will be advertising flyers all around town, don't worry about it.
Okay. Fabulous.
And yes, Kaladek the wizard will probably attend as well.
Good. Because I have a few words with that man. I need to have, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know.
Why?
He
Has
You
he
know,
done something?
no, I just, I wanted to basically talk to the man, and he's very busy, it seems. Very busy, and
Oh
just
yeah,
like.
he's not terribly fond of talking to
what-
people in general. Much
What's
less
his problem,
new
man?
people.
What's the problem?
He's just very busy with his experiments. This is actually, and he points at the crate that you brought him. This is actually these are some supplies I've ordered for him. Or he's ordered through me.
Oh, is that so?
Yes, he needs them for his alchemical experiments. I'm gonna.
So are you?
Them later.
You're gonna deliver them yourself?
No, I'm gonna send one of my boys over there.
So, is there any way, perhaps?
No, I'd rather listen. He's a good friend of mine. I don't want to annoy him. We have a deal. It's working out fine.
I'm sorry, but
I'd rather just send one of my boys who always runs errands.
honestly, I'd really like if you could put a good word in for us. So, is there any way I could persuade you to maybe either A, deliver it yourself, let one of us deliver it with one of your boys?
Listen. Next time I meet with him, I'm gonna have a chat with him and tell him that you boys really, really want to talk to him. All right? How about
All
this?
right. Yeah. Okay. Does everyone agree on that? Are we all good for that? I kind of look back at these two, looking for some reassurance. Deal? Yeah. Sure. All right. Well, good doing business with you, man. We're gonna go see Kester.
Yes.
And
Tell her I
say
said hi.
I will. And you have a parlay of a day. Whatever that means. And we kind of just turn around and...
feelings. And he winks at you as you leave.
I'm gonna toss a coin to the man and give him a wink back.
He like smoothly catches it and smiles. Alright. As you leave, can I have some perception checks? From everybody. Just normal, standards, non-intimidating perception checks. Alright. Suxta, you're just not paying too much attention, but
I heard him talking about the fish at one point and I completely lost it since then.
You two certainly notice that as you leave the office, Gallen's office, you notice that there is a young guardsman outside, and he seems to be following you around from now on.
Me?
All of you.
Telling you, man.
Okay, that's
I'm
fine.
on the wrong side.
Let's
Just saying. As you all make your way to Kester's goods, I guess.
No, not anymore.
Alright.
About this tale.
So lads, I need to go get some brewing equipment. Maybe you guys want to go to a different shop. I heard you wanted to go get some fish or some hooks. Stolgig, maybe you want to go sharpen your blade, get ready for the trip.
Yes. Axe damaged, must sharpen.
Okay, I'm gonna go get some stuff from the shop, and I'll see you blokes soon. I don't know where. Wait.
I mean,
yes.
My
No.
home later, I guess. No.
Okay. No. Yeah. We'll all do that, and let's see what happens from there. Yeah.
Right. So who's going where? You split up?
Well, I'm going to the docks near my home then to fish a little bit.
Yeah, you go to the docks. He doesn't follow you. He seems to be following Stolgig.
Okay.
Like, he's trying his best to be inconspicuous, but he's also obviously not very practiced at it.
Oh no. Of all the people to follow.
That's what I'm thinking in the back of my head. I'm like, you made a big mistake, City.
No! No!
Yeah, Janice, you notice that he's not tailing you. Sugsta, you also notice that he's following Stolvik.
Bastard, he got his own bodyguard.
So nothing bad can happen to him.
I must confront this. I'm gonna lead him somewhere private.
Alright, it is the middle of the day. Where do you go? Like, the streets are busy. I mean, there is one area of Salt Marsh where people usually don't go. It's called Crabber's Cove, I think. And yeah, Crabber's Cove, and it's basically a bit of town that's been abandoned, that's fallen into disrepair, and that has been overtaken by just a lot of crabs, and people don't like to go there because sometimes they're really big crabs there, and they are sort of dangerous, or at least painful when they get to you, and a little bit aggressive. But that place is pretty much always abandoned and no one's there. Other than that, outside of town would be a place to go. See if he follows you outside.
Take him to Crabber's Cove, but just like,
Alright.
I don't want to go deep. I just want to go.
Yeah,
to the
no,
edge of Crabber's Cove.
Yeah, you don't have to go like far in. You do notice how there are fewer and fewer people, and eventually you get to like a side passage where there's basically just you, and you can like hear his steps behind you as he's trying to be sneaky but failing horrifically at it.
Weren't we not told about the crab issue? Like,
I think that was in one of the houses.
That's one of the quests we could have done. Oh, it was one of the houses.
Yeah, no, it's basically just a bunch of houses. It's just an area that has been overrun by crabs.
But this is the same place that we heard about.
It's the same place.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take him into one of the houses. I'm just gonna walk into one of the houses and wait.
Alright, you walk into one of the houses. You...
Oh no.
Like,
I need to sip my water.
You hear the steps approaching, and he's like sort of trying to walk nonchalantly past the house, like as if he didn't know, but he like obviously knows that you're in the house, but he's not going into the house. Sort of walking past, and then just leaning against one of the walls nearby, just waiting for you to come back out.
Is there no one around at this point?
Nope, there's no one around at this point.
Okay, I'm just gonna walk out and look directly at him. Be like,
Yeah,
what's
he seems a bit nervous, but he's like, hey, strange place to be at, eh?
yeah.
Aren't you scared of the crabs?
Do you see how big and strong I am? No.
Ah, that is fair. That is fair point.
Why are you here, friend?
Oh, just, you know, as guardsmen, it is our duty to patrol the entirety of Salt Marsh, and I, you know, got assigned here, so that's why I'm here.
You got assigned here all the way from the guard tower? That's your patrol?
Yeah, you know, guards patrolling Salt Marsh. We go everywhere.
And you
Trying
stopped
to
here,
keep
why?
the streets safe. Because I'm on my break, you know?
Bullshit.
Yeah, Yeah, no. I'm gonna grab him.
All right.
I'm gonna
He's
lift him off the ground.
Give me a strength check.
Oh, God.
That's
No,
a saving throw.
Oh, thank God.
Just give me an athletics check.
Oh, that's still bad.
Plus, wait, you get a plus something to that. Plus 6. That's 15. That's way less worse. Way less bad. Oh, that plus 2, rather. Sorry. Already added the plus 4. 11. Okay, let's see. Alright, he's like, what are you doing? And he like tries to get away, but you like just grab him, lift him up.
What is going on?
Let go! Let go of me! What do you think you're doing?
Tell me the truth.
What do you mean the truth? I'm a god of Salt Marsh. You better let me down right now, or you're gonna be in deep trouble.
You ain't shit. I know you've been following me.
That is none of your business. Let me down this instant.
Slap him! Poke him in the eye!
Yeah, I'm gonna
Twist his
keep him
lip
held
up.
up with one hand and whoosh.
Give me an intimidation check.
Where's that?
Nice. He's like, alright, Jesus Christ, just let me down, man. Captain assigned me to follow you around and make sure you guys aren't up to anything bad. Please, just let me down.
Okay. Set him back down.
You're
Anything bad? What does that mean?
Well, he thinks you might be involved into the break-in and other things, probably.
Me?
I don't know. All of
I'm
you.
a good guy.
Yeah, that's why you just... Sure. Yes, sir.
Yes, I did just attack you, but for all I know, you're a stalker. I don't know. You're
I'm a
very
member
bad
of
at
the
following me.
guards! Very obviously, you can see my uniform.
I don't see color.
You can still...
Anyway.
No, whatever. Just leave me alone. Let me do my job. I'll leave you alone. Alright? If you have problems, take it up with the captain.
More information!
Yeah, I think I need more information.
What do you want me
What's
to
your
do?
name?
Martin.
What does the captain know?
What does the captain know?
I don't know what the captain knows. The captain told me to follow you guys, and should you split up, pick one of you to follow. And I did.
You're I don't even know what to do with you at this point. Like, you're bad at following.
Well,
You
you're
have
bad
no-
at
what was your plan?
with all those weapons you have dangling around.
I'm a barbarian. I kill animals for a living. Anyway. This is obviously going nowhere.
Yeah, just you do you. I'll keep following you, and then
I
report
guess
to
so.
the captain that nothing happens.
I
Right,
guess come with
Albert.
me while I go and sharpen my axe. Enjoy.
Enjoy it!
Alright, listen, man.
Don't be shopping as
really,
if he's your boyfriend.
I really don't want any trouble. I'm just gonna say to the captain that I lost sight of you, and I'm just gonna go the other way, and you do you, alright? How about that?
Sounds good. You go
All
on.
right.
I'm gonna.
All right.
deal
And
with
he
things.
like backs off and just leaves.
Okay. Back to the market, I guess.
What are you doing in the meantime while all of this is happening?
Me?
Well, I'm at the dock, very cheerful. Fishing. So.
All right. He's fishing. I've gone and picked up some brewer supplies for Steve.
All right. Have you paid for them?
Not yet, but I can do it now.
Brewer's supplies. They cost 20 GP.
Yeah, I've taken that off.
Pick those up. You go shopping. Suksta, you have so bad luck today. It's incredible. You don't catch a single fish. Not one.
Wow.
Like, next to you, a guy just keeps pulling them out, and you're just not getting any of them.
Hey, buddy. Got any tips for me? You seem to be doing very well, and I'm at the worst day of my life. I'm not catching any fish. I'm a fisherman.
He like gives you a few tips, but they are just normal everyday tips that you know yourself, and it's like he's using the same bait. He's basically doing the same thing as you, but I'm
just gonna move to the other side of him and start fishing there and see if it helps.
Alright. It most certainly does.
And I'm just smirking at him while doing it.
Yeah. He like eventually he like looks over and says, any luck there? And your bucket is still empty. You got nothing.
Can I use my Trident of Fish command to take control of one fish of his? With slap him in the face.
Yes.
But like directly from warriors, jump out and slap him in the face. Not like almost knock him out.
You know what? You sure, you see a fish just swimming in the ocean, and you like take your trident, you point it at the fish, and you cast Dominate Beast on the fish.
Do I need to click something?
You have a telepathic link with the fish now. No, the fish has to make a save.
Oh.
You can issue commands to the creature. So yeah, you can be like, jump out of the water and slap him in the face.
Yeah, that is exactly what I wanted to do.
That is the fish seems. The
Surely
fish
he
is
would
like
be happy to do that.
the fish is like, all right, friend, no problem, and it's like it's a fish about this big, and it says, you know, I've always wanted to do this, and it like it charges out of the water, just hits the guy straight in the face, and then flops back in.
I'm just laughing and like almost falling off the dock.
Yeah.
Well, I see the fish don't like you anymore, man.
Yeah, there's like a few other people fishing there, and they are just laughing at him, and are like, "Bang! You're supposed to catch the fish not with your face, but with your rod." And he's like,
Pick up his bucket of fish and leave.
All right. What do you guys do? Stolgeg has lost his trail. Or scared off his trail. His Janice, Zugstead, do you guys meet up at some point? What's the plan?
I at this point I want to head back to Zux's place and wait for my comrades to return.
Alright.
And pick up a keg of ale along the way.
You pick up a keg of ale and you'll reconvene at around midday at Zux's house. Does that sound alright?
Yeah.
Sounds like a good time to have some tea.
Sounds all good.
Perfect.
Oh, what kind of tea?
Steve actually has prepared tea for you when you return.
I love
God,
this guy.
Steve.
He's the best.
Wait, Steve, did it have ale in it? Did you put ale in it? Because this man is not good with ale.
No. It's just tea, sirs. Just tea.
Oh, no, I'm just checking. Good Steve.
Fresh.
Good Steve.
Do you want ale, sir? I can also get some ale.
You know what, Steve? I have a cake outside. You know, if you just want to crack it, that'd be great.
Yes.
Steve?
Yeah, sure, of course. And he runs out and he comes back in, just brings you a mug of freshly poured ale.
And I pat little Steve on the head, taking the ale, and say, "Here you go, lad. Take a sip." If you're gonna learn how to brew, my little man, you gotta learn to taste.
Oh, I did actually. I borrowed a book about brewing.
Okay.
I started to read it.
Okay, come with me, Steve. And I take my ale and I take a sip, and I sit down on the smelly fish's bed, and I sit him next to me, and I get out my backpack, and I open it up, and I get the brewer's supplies out, and I just bonk it on the floor, and I say, "You see this, Steve?"
Oh, I know what this one does. What does the other one? And like he runs off, and he comes back with a book that's pretty big compared to his size. And he like starts going through it, and he's like, "This is that thing you need for distilling, and that thing you need for fermenting." And he like starts putting everything together, and he seems super excited.
I pat Steve on the back and I say, "Me and you, my friend, this is gonna be a long-lasting friendship."
He doesn't answer, like he's very busy right now. He seems to be fully absorbed into figuring out how to put this all together. And you notice the lizard folk that you have tied up in the corner. He just shakes his head and rolls his eyes.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over to the lizard man and just kind of like, you know, take his gag out for a second and kind of just give him a sip. Like, how you doing? How you feeling, buddy?
Thanks, mate. Thanks. I mean, I'd feel a lot better if I could actually go home, but you know, this isn't so bad. Could be worse.
Yeah, I mean, you just got a sip of ale, man. What are you complaining about?
I'm complaining about nothing. It's all good.
Fantastic.
You should be complaining about not seeing the guy being slapped by a fish outside. That was hilarious, man.
Wait. I look at Zuxu and be like, what?
Yeah. I was there fishing on the docks. I get no fish. Can you imagine? No fish.
Wait.
I've been fishing
you
my
know
whole
fish?
life.
Are you kidding me?
No.
You know what? You know why? You had that bloody ale last night, man. Don't touch that shit. Because that's more for me.
Fuck, you might be right.
Yeah, I thought you could summon fish.
I guess investigation is needed for this. But yeah,
sorry,
the guy next to me, like,
please
just
continue.
2 feet away from me, basically. He's just catching fish off the fish. So I went to the other side of him to, like, you know, cut him off, so to speak. I still got nothing, and he still got more fish. I took up my trident, you know, a fish command, and I told the fish in the water to just jump out of the water and slap him in the face. And it did. And he fell over, and everyone laughed. It was great.
You cheeky son of a bitch. You're coming alive.
The lizard chuckles. He's like, that is something I would have loved to see.
I'm gonna look back at the lizard man and say, you know what, my man, if you knew how to brew a little like this and throw fish around like that, you might not be complaining so much. We might have had a bit of more of a friendship, if you know what I'm saying.
Man, if you give me a fish, I can slap you in the face if you want.
Oh, I'd pay to watch that.
Okay, I'm going to grab my staff right now and literally walk up to the lizard man and just go bonk on his head.
Oh, come on, I was joking. Ow.
That was your first chance. And then I put his gag back in his mouth. I look at him with the staff, like...
I just wink at him. We're gonna get him at one time.
He like nods at you. It doesn't seem to be very intimidated by your staff.
Look, man.
In fact, he seems to be surprisingly relaxed.